Well, hello. Welcome to my series in Cities Skylines, where I try to share with you how I go about building European-style cities, and specifically Mediterranean-style cities. Ever since this DLC came out, I absolutely love the Mediterranean Heritage Pack. Is it worth as a DLC? Probably not, but you know, if it was a mod, I mean, I would use this everywhere. It mostly comes down to, you know, I'm from Lisbon. I'm a Portuguese guy. I really like the whole Iberian architecture, if we can call it that. We all know Cities Skylines is probably more aimed at a European-style city, like the whole way zoning works, the whole way building in hills is usually a nightmare. But today I want to, you know, show you how I usually go about it, because I have built a few European cities. I have one in this very same map, actually. And, you know, I've learned a lot in that process. I've made some mistakes that now I know not to do. And I think I'm in a better position now to build this city than I was back then. So, yeah, I thought, why not? Let's share it with YouTube. So, first of all, there's a few things I would like to discuss. So, first of all, the main inspiration for this build are three cities in Portugal and Spain. The first one is Lisbon, my hometown. The second one is Coruña in the northwest of Spain. And the third one is San Sebástian in the Basque Country. All these cities, even though they're like vastly different, they do have some similarities. San Sebástian is mostly because of the beach, I'll be honest. And like the whole open bay area. I mean, I've been there once. I fell in love with that city. Such a beautiful city. Lisbon is more like the hilly aspects. Of course, there's not a lot of hills, but when you turn on the contour lines, this map isn't what it seems at first sight. So I'm gonna show it to you. Like, you have like you can't even call this a plain, can you? I mean, yeah, you have a plain here by the river. I did change some things on this map before I started. This map is great. It's called Marble Mountains. It's where I built the other city I was talking about, but I did do a few changes that I ended up doing throughout that save. So this cliff, I extended it and made this like rock barrier. I also got rid, like the creator of the map did some beautiful farmlands like here, where there was like a bit of water running here, like the sea going inside the land. It was really pretty, but I have other plans. I don't really want farmland here. When it comes to planning out cities, I'm gonna be honest, I don't plan too much, but I have a few ideas that I would like to implement. So first of all, as you can see, this is another change that I did in the map editor. I just put the medieval castle. I used a mod to like turn off the upkeep for these, or else like it would be impossible to stabilize the budget before I went into extra debt. But yeah, I did the castle and I did like these assets. It's two assets. It's this one and this one, just to like try to create a sort of monastery vibe. And you know, the logic of both of these is to try to emulate like the way these types of cities evolved historically, right? So I want to create like a medieval type of road layout here, like just very messy, with one main road like just coming down, like getting out of the walls and all that. But then inside is just a whole bunch of mess. I just try to make it look random and really feel the centuries around it, right? And then over here, you see these rock things? I'm probably gonna end up extending them like so, and then creating sea here, just to have a sort of plain area where I can emulate like those 18th and 19th century like big downtowns, like big grids, big avenues where a whole different kind of architecture starts showing up. And then I'm gonna try to extend some of these hills along here, some of these like the same architectural style throughout the beach, and then over here is gonna be a bit more modern and more like, you know, just more contemporary type of stuff. But yeah, the city is mostly gonna be like here, and then we'll extend as we go. In the future, I would like my industry to be here, or even here in the Bay. Why? Because, you know, historically these types of cities, in specific areas, they evolved around specific things, right? So in the medieval times, it was the castles, and then, like, for example, most of these cities, they were like part of empires and maritime empires, so they had big harbors. And I would like to, you know, because this closed bay really looks like a safe harbor for both for trade and military things, you know, back then, but now for trade. And I want to do like a whole specialized fishing, oil, harbor-centered industry. In the future, I just want to expand the city and see where we go, you know. But yeah, for now, I'm going to start doing my layout, and I'm going to show it to you in a time lapse, just so you can see the way I'm doing it. But then I'm going to talk a bit about why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. But yeah, for now, we do have to rush the level 2 milestone because the small village, yeah, because we unlocked the Mediterranean housing, and that's really the start of my city. But for now, let's get on with it. Alright, so a few things about this. So, as you know, buildings behave kind of weird in hilly landscapes, so your best friend is going to be the soften tool, okay? I know people usually advise you to do like you just do a sort of step where you just flatten a whole area against the hill and then you just build on from there. I'm not a big fan of that. I think it breaks the look that I'm aiming for. More like organic, like hilly, because again, people do that in mountains. In the medieval times, they did not do that in cities. Like that's why you see a lot of irregular builds in heights, and that's what we're going for. And you know, as you can see, the road is pretty random. That's the whole point. I mean, we can go and just add a few streets every now and then to our flavor. I think it's just, you know, just go wild here, because this is gonna give you like the whole skeleton for the city. And as we spoke, we're gonna have like a big road just coming down here. And then about this little fake triangle, almost triangle, whatever you want to call it. I have a plan for here. I want to make like a square, but I also want to have a specific police station here. And, you know, just create that vibe of like, I don't know, an old military building that is turned into a police station. You can also do that with like fire stations and stuff like that, but we'll figure it out eventually. For now, let's build a city entrance, and then we have some terraforming to do the industrial area. Actually, I'm gonna put the services down first, just so I can hopefully unlock milestone 1. Yeah, just to get a few more road options. This map does come with a dam, like here, but I can't even get workers into it, so there's not much of a point in trying to use it right now. We're just gonna do a bunch of wind turbines, the good old-fashioned way. And again, don't judge me for this. I don't really mind. It's just electric cables, bro. Like, who cares? cares if they're, you know, oh, they have to be, you know, beneath the road, just like the tubes. No one cares. Sorry, I don't make the rules. People just don't care. Just gotta put a sewage down here. And again, I don't really care. Sorry, it's just a game. Okay, we're still not in milestone 1. Ugh, this might be tough. Okay, we'll just have to build the road like as it is right now. And yeah, just hope that we can improve on it later. I'm just gonna build it straight from here. You should not do this, but I just want to align it to where I want to go. Like somewhere there. And now you come here. Is the slope? Oh no, that is a terrible slope. Jesus. Hold on. Yeah, I mean we can like sort of cut through, right? Or maybe just soften. Would that work? I mean, again, for such major roads, I don't really mind like just flattening the terrain around them. It's better. You know, even engineering-wise, I guess they would do it this way. But yeah, let's leave a bit of room for another roundabout. But yeah, this should be a better slope. Yep, perfect. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how do I intend to go about like services, commercial? Right now, I don't have much of a concern, but you see this area here where the terrain sort of flattens. At the beginning of the game, I'm gonna do like a small commercial area here that will in the future be turned into like an extension of this medieval city. Like ideally, I would say the medieval city would be like here. Well, maybe not as much, but like here, right? And then like it starts to modernize here. That's where we'll find like the commercial districts, the office districts, etc. And then like this highway in the future, I'm just gonna send it through the mountains. But we need to have a lot of money to do that. Because yeah, I don't want the highway like all the way there. That's not healthy for the citizens. Before we start doing that, I'm just gonna lay out this industrial area. I'm gonna try and make it look as realistic as I can through like a bit of land reclamation, trying to simulate a harbor, and yeah, let's see where that takes us. Okay, perfect. So that's level 1. So right now we can already fix these things. Just need to unlock advanced road services. And now we can fix like these keys. Okay, that was a bit buggy, but we managed to do it in the end. Just have to like do it on one side and that should fix it, yeah. Now I'm just gonna press play just so like the water mechanics debug themselves. Just so the game registers that we do have water gone from where it was. Now just to level this, create a more realistic. Okay, so. Okay, oh my god, bro. The water mechanics sometimes. It's just annoying, isn't it? Just gonna do this to fix this, and now we can just get it back where it was. The way I envision this is going to be like the oil and fishing industries hub, and we'll just go from there. You know, it's going to be the basis of the industry of this city for now. It's basically an easy way to get some income and not have to like spam a bunch of industry around, which I do not want, at least not right now. But yeah. Gonna press enter key because then I can fix this with the key instead of having to do all of this again. Just gonna enter key like so, and yeah, there we go. Now I'm just trying to, it's just an easy way to build like the concrete area further out, which is what I'm going for. Okay, that took way longer than it had to, but I think it's worth it. Now, we can start, do have, yeah, so for example, I can do the offshore oil drilling, and I am using Anarchy to see if I can place this. Let's see how. Now cars can go through there. Perfect. Now, we're just gonna do a bunch of offshore drilling. We don't wanna have to use boats, not right now. Just gonna connect all of these and get an easy source of income for the beginning that makes sense and improves the overall design of that little harbor there. Now we have to come here and boom, that should be operational. Now, I want to show you something I absolutely love. It's the industrial areas by, like, you know, type of industry. I'm gonna spawn a few warehouses, like so. I think we can do, I don't remember. Okay, I'm just gonna do like this to be safe. A few warehouses close to it. And then, is this painted? No, it's not. Okay. And then just like general oil industry stuff around here. And yeah, that should be a good start to an industrial area. Now to connect this, obviously. Now we can fix them up, because the way this game treats this type of roundabout is a bit weird, so we have to remove a bunch of lights. Okay, now it's letting me take all the lights I want. Thank God. I'm guessing it's a problem when you upgrade the road. Can always delete them if I have to. Okay. Now, we need to get to the second milestone. So I'm just gonna literally just spam a bunch of buildings. Hold on, actually, let's try services first. Now, do I want a medical center up here. I mean, it does... I don't particularly love the French one. I even like the Japanese. Nah. Clinic. You have the French one, but it looks a bit weird. I might use the UK one. Okay, I think I have to use the French one. It's the only one that remotely fits in. I'm gonna use this street for now. I'm gonna use the parish church because I think it looks cool here if we slightly flatten this area. This is one of the few times that I'm gonna flatten, and it's like for assets of this type, right? That actually need like proper room to make sense. Now, one way we can solve this is by putting trees, and we're gonna have a bunch of trees. It's gonna make sense in the end, trust me. But that's one of the few ways you have of like trying to get around the game, because the game doesn't really like hilly stuff. That's just the way the game is designed. You just have to live with it, you know. But there are ways to get around it, like I'm doing right now. Like, for example, if I do it like so, then here. See, like, you won't really notice it in the end. And that's what we want. And again, this is a cemetery, so you might as well have some trees around it, you know. So it works. It's just these types of compromises you have to do when you want to do a city of this type. I did not mean to do that, but it's not too bad. Yeah, there we go. Now, we're still not even close. Okay, it's gonna take a while to get to level 2, so let me see, do I have signature buildings? Oh, I can just spam signature buildings, can I? Because they give XP. Yeah, they do. Okay, don't hate me for this. I'm just gonna spam these, try and get XP to get to level 2. Is this cheating? I don't think it is, because I don't even want these assets, but they're free, I think. And now I can show you what are all these people doing here. Oh, you're just visiting. Okay. I can show you the best mod ever created, in my opinion. It's Platter. This is why I want to redo this city. Because the first time I did something like this, I did everything by hand. Like every single building in the hills I had to do it by hand. And then I learned of this mod's existence. And I'm like, wow, I am really stupid. Basically the way this works is you select a zone, right? And then you come to this P, Platter. And then you can select the type of piece you want, the type of zone. 2x2, 3x3, 2x3. These numbers basically tell you the number of assets, different assets, within the range you're putting in. So like this pack has 6 types of 2x2s. The other thing you have to bear in mind is, oh, I see what's going on. Is you see this white dot at the bottom of the square? That's where the door is. So the side that has to face towards the road. And when the white lines get thick, it means it's going to create a corner, right? When both of them get thick. So yeah, they can snap. Like, I don't usually place them with anarchy, just to create a more like sensible zoning pattern. But yeah, just take a look, and it's usually a very good way of doing this. And I think this is like the best mod ever. I'm sorry. I love anarchy. I love like a lot of mods for different assets, but this mod, the amount of freedom it gives you is insane, in my opinion. In a good way, obviously. But yeah, there's not going to be much logic to the way I put these. I just want them to be random. That's the whole logic. You know, it's the beauty of randomness. Okay, that's zoning done for now. We are gonna add more lots in the future, but I think for now that's enough for what we need. So I already have my industry zoned. Now I just need to zone in a bit of commercial. And I'm gonna place it down by the beach because in the future, the city, like the modern side of the city, is gonna be like towards this path. So I might as well start right now, right? And yeah, just gonna do a bit of a flattening job here. Fix it. And now we just wait to get a lot of Sims in, just so you can see the whole sense that this neighborhood gives it. I really think it looks cool, but you'll see for yourselves. For now, I'm just doing like a bit of a beachfront commercial type of area. I think it makes sense. I'm probably gonna rework it in the future. Because I do want a sense of like the city going in up until the beach, right? Like this whole building area. But again, like just imagine this filled with these types of buildings. I just love these assets. Absolutely love them. But yeah, let's wait for a bit and see where this leaves us. I'm gonna cut down a bit. Yeah, because of that dam. Actually, I think I'm just gonna disable that dam because it's costing a lot, man. Sorry, map creator. I respect your work. It's just this dam's not gonna be of great use to me. And it's costing a lot of money. And yeah, I can't afford it. Yeah, it just went down 80,000. Yeah, so now we can get schools. I'm gonna do like a school quarter, just not quarter, but I'm just gonna place a Mediterranean elementary school here. You know, it fits in with the rest of the assets, and we can even just put down some trees around it. I know people like to use like the line tool, but I've always liked to paint trees. Makes it feel a bit more random, which I like personally, but I think it's a matter of taste. It's a matter of preference. I guess some people prefer it one way. So I'm not too concerned with these commercial areas right now. I'm really only doing this right now because I want more population. Okay, now I just need a bunch of sims. This industrial area is coming along nice. Not perfect, but nice. For now, I'm gonna plop a bit of industry here. Although I want a fishing hub here next. But right now, I really need to get my sims up. I just want to get that town all lively. You know, everything's gonna look like more so like this. And one thing that's gonna happen is stuff like this, right? So you look at this and you see, oof, that's disgusting, right? This game does not process hills the right way. Which is true. But this is not that hard to hide. There's a lot of ways to hide this. So one way is trees. Trees really help, like, minimize this effect. I'm gonna give you an example. I come here, right? I just paint a bunch of trees, and boom, feels natural. Another way you can like minimize this effect is by plopping a lot of buildings next to each other, because like when you're looking like this, you can't even tell those buildings are a bit weird, and so it's just one of the few compromises you have to do when you play this game, and you want to build cities like this. In my opinion, it's completely worth it. But I guess it has to be a personal decision from you. But yeah, the town is coming along nice. The budget isn't too bad right now. We can get high schools, but maybe it's a bit overkill. Don't even have 1,000 residents. Yeah, it's definitely a bit overkill. Oh, I love these assets. Whew. They look really cute, don't they? I mean, it comes down to your taste, but I don't really like to put a lot of commercial here. I really want to go for the authentic, like, medieval city vibe. And this feels more like a beachfront, I guess. I don't love, like for example, why the fuck is a petrol station here? But yeah, I don't absolutely love the commercial assets in this game. It is what it is, you know. You learn to live with them, I guess. I'm just gonna pop. Okay, nice. Milestone 3. Just gonna pop a few more industrial things. I will tidy this up. Yeah, my main priority is just setting up Old Town and going from there. But yeah, I think for now, you can see where this is going. I'm gonna end this episode here. I just wanted to do a quick episode. Actually, wait, before I go, I'm gonna show you the thing I was talking about with the old fort. I think the German one might be the best. I'm not sure about this one. Let me see. I don't hate it. It can like work as an old military installation, you know. Ooh, that looks good. And it's a bit overkill, like service-wise, but yeah, okay. So yeah, I just want to build like a sort of vibe to this old town here, right? Like just a bunch of historical buildings, like the monastery, the castle, the old military barracks, whatever. You can also do it with a fire station. Although this looks way too German, I don't think it would fit. I think maybe the French one might be a better choice here. Yeah, okay. This looks like more an administrative building. But yeah, and then like do just a bunch of old things over there. But yeah, I think I'm happy with this first episode. I'm happy where the city's going, and I hope you liked it. I hope you see the potential in the city, and I hope you return for episode 2. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.